What up, everyone? What up, what up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wherever you are in the world, however you're doing, you're probably doing better than I am right now. Welcome to Cubecast from speedcube.co.nz, episode 5, everyone. Look at me turning up, eh? What's up, everyone in the chat? Hello, Cubelog. Hello, Colin. Colin, we're about to have a chat. Dumbass VR, my boy, welcome along. Kuranir's here. Will Cuber, Penguin Plays. Now, let me just give you a brief rundown before we get into the nuts and bolts of what we're up to today. Let me just give you a brief rundown of the situation. Colin, no, I as far as I can tell, I have not received any pics. I wonder if I've got a message request from you. I don't see it, unless you've posted it somewhere into... Are you Spanish or Vanish in Discord? Or hold on a minute. Have you just put it into a different server? John Baxter, welcome along, all the way from Scotland. Coca, hello, welcome along. Yeah, right, here's the situation. You've all seen the title and the thumbnail. My big plan today was to talk about GAN patents for the 2x2 smartcube. It looks as though Patent Guru, the website that all of us r/new cubers creeps like to creep about on, it gives you like a limited number of views on patents before it's like, nah, you got to register. What's up, Christian? Welcome along. The only problem with that system is, Patent Guru, your registration system is cooked. I've been trying to register on that website for 45 minutes via WeChat, via email, via phone. And I finally got in via their app. I was like, yes, finally, I've actually made an account. And then their email verification system, absolutely cooked. It's just an infinite loop of pain. Anyway, it looks as though our friend Colin here has tagged me in, tagged me somewhere in, Square 123. Okay, unrelated but pictures of GAN. Okay, cool. Thanks, bud. Okay, are these? Oh, these are tiny. This is great. These are very tiny. Are you able to get any better resolution? Because these are just minuscule. Can you still get back into... Colin, have you got a Patent Guru account? Are you able to go back and get some like decent resolution images? Because these are awesome and I appreciate this so much, but these are very, very tiny. If they're all we've got, then it's all we've got, and we'll look at them later. This is going to be our headliner, everyone. This is going to be our headliner today, and we are going to have a look at that in a bit. So, GAN are not patenting the Smart 2x2. GAN are patenting a Smart 2x2, because let's remember what patents are. They're registrations of elements of an invention, right? Or they're elements of an invention. So this will be different from the GoCube one, because we've seen a GoCube one before. Colin, you can always email them to me if because what do you call it? Discord will be compressing them. You can always just DM me on Discord, or you can email them to just help@speedcube.co.nz. I'm just going to give you a shout on Discord so you can see me. And then we're going to carry on with our day, everyone, okay? We're just having a little bit of a tech issue with one of our elements today. Yo, it's Mike. There's live Discording happening in the background. Let's see if we can sort this out. Colin, if we can pull this off, this will be incredible. This will be absolutely incredible. Where the heck is OBS gone? Oh, there it is. Right, I've moved everything around and I've lost my place. Welcome, everyone. Welcome along to the show. Welcome along to Cubecast episode 5. Brought to you, of course, by speedcube.co.nz, New Zealand and Australia's favourite SpeedCube store. You know why? Because it's my SpeedCube store. We got all the things you need sometimes, as often as we can. Also brought to you by lastlayercubing.com, the world's greatest speedcubing merch store. And you know what, actually? You know what I want to show you? I want to show you something, because we did a little poll Oh no, I'll do that when I go through the poll stuff. Ignore me, everyone. Ignore me. Brought to you by Last Layer Cubing. And of course, cube sauce. The best sauce for your cube. Put it in your cube. Make the cube go burr, everyone. That's what we're after. Okay, here's what we're doing on the show today. Here's what we are doing. Oh, look at this. Look at this little bar. Do you see this little bar up the top here? I've been a clever little camper. Yes, I have, everyone. I've been working with Stream Elements, and I've been working out how to do cool things like this. So what our little goal is today up here, looking for 5 extra subscribers for the channel. That's not too much to ask, is it? So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, 50% of people who watch the podcast haven't subscribed. Are you joking? Click subscribe, and then a little thing will come on the screen, and it'll be very, very exciting. And then my little subscriber goal thing will start to fill up. And it'll be ever so exciting. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Maybe send it to someone who you think should subscribe and say, yo, subscribe right now. And then your name will go ping on the screen. And it'll be hella exciting. What else? We've got a chatbot. As well as, like, that's another Stream Element thing. We have a chatbot now. So a couple of things you can do is if you type... an exclamation mark and then the word commands, you'll get a little link which unfortunately isn't clickable. Oh, is commands working in fact? No, I don't know if it is. Whoops. There's also 8-ball. Is the chatbot working? Let's ask the 8-ball, is the chatbot working? Dumbass VR, without a doubt. Jeffrey Chen subbed and it didn't work. What the hell? Okay. Do I have to have Stream Elements open? Surely not. No, I don't, because it has worked in the background. Oh, well, whatever. Thank you, Jeffrey Chen, for subscribing. I appreciate that. There can be a bit of a lag with Stream Elements. I don't know why 8-ball didn't answer me, but it answered Dumbass VR. Anyway, we have a shit chatbot, everyone. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. We have a broken chatbot, everyone. Apologies to any children or people of a nervous disposition in the chat for my language right then. Command doesn't seem to be working. It's supposed to give you a link. You can try the 8-ball. The 8-ball seems to be working. Just exclamation mark 8-ball, then ask the 8-ball a question, and it'll give you an answer. You know what we're going to do first? We're going to go have a look in studio, because we got to see who's said first. Oh, Jeffrey's hacked it. It's commands with an S. For some reason, it won't talk to me. Why won't it talk to me, everyone? Why won't my own chatbot talk to me? Now, YouTube won't let you post links unless you are a manager of the channel, and I'm just gonna test that now as well. Sorry everyone, we're doing a little bit of admin today because I've gone too fast. I've added in too many things at the same time that I need to check. So I'm gonna dump a link. Oh, John Manley just subscribed. Look at that, it worked. Hooray! Jeffrey Chen, did you unsubscribe and then subscribe again? Right, I'm gonna post a link just to see if you can click it. Oh, you can. Okay. All right, everyone. So okay, I've got to work on that. This is great. This is good data for me, everyone. This is great. This is great. Square one, accept DM. Thank you so much, my friend Colin. Oh man, they're still tiny. What's that about? Okay, whatever. That's fine, Colin. Thank you so much. We can use that. I'd rather use a DM than some random chat from a Discord. It looks more official that way, you know. So where have I got to? Okay, we've annoyed the chatbot. Colin, looks like Colin has saved my main article that we're going to talk about today. It's going to be low res, but it's going to be okay. The chatbot's there. It's pretty fun. If you go to streamelements.com/speedcubenz/commands, let's see if I can I copy that? No, I'm trying to get a better link for you. www.streamelements.com/speedcubenz/commands. I'm just going to copy that in case it goofs out. Can you click that? No, you can't. https:// then dump all that in there. Does that give you a link you can click? Yes, there you go, everyone. That gives you a link you can click. I'm going to pin that right now. There we go. All right, sweet. Can somebody ask the 8-ball if I've done too much today? Ask the 8-ball if I've taken on too much, because it doesn't want to answer me. Eight-ball, have I taken on too much stuff today? I don't know why it doesn't want to answer me. Oh no, it does want to answer me now. That's a tough one. Yeah, subscribers doesn't work. I think that's a Twitch command that. Look, I'm working on it, everyone. I'm working on it. Anyway, we were going to go to Studio, and we were going to have a look at. First of all, we need to go to the comments, and we need to reward the firsts. Our first soldiers. Response status. I haven't responded. Bradley, it's quite a creepy first. Young children, it is to my pleasure to say that I am the first person to comment on this post. And for this reason, I say first. There you go. There you go. And you know what you get? You get a proud of you. So proud of you. And then Kuranir got the first in there as well. And you know what, Kuranir? Proud of you. Well done, everyone. That's what happens if you get a first. You win my pride. Ford, who is this trying to claim that my glorious 15 on my smartcube the other day is in fact not a 15 and is a 16. How dare you? Haters gonna hate, everyone. Am I right? Haters gonna hate. Sorry, I'm just OBSing right now. Man, we've got a lot going on today. Too much, what some might say. Too much, and I've cooked all my things, and oh, dear me. Thanks for hanging out with me so far, everyone, because this has been shambolic. Absolutely shambolic so far. Okay, what have we done? I've looked at the comments. I've looked at the things. I now want to go look at the polls that we put up, okay? Because we did some voting, everyone. We did some democracy. Vote for your favorite. What was this one again now? This was the merch one. Everyone voted for the mug was the winner. I was just testing out to see if anyone was interested in some merch. And wouldn't you know it? Look, I did it. I made it. It's available right now. Yo, Sichu, thank you so much for subscribing. We're going to do it, everyone. We're going to get 5 subs today. Here we go, look. How good is that? That's even better than the picture because it's got yellow on the inside and yellow on the handle there. These are New Zealand dollars you see in here, so don't freak out if you're in the US, okay? I don't even have one of these yet. That's how exclusive it is. I got this knocked up last night, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm pretty excited for one to arrive. TBH. So that was that post about the merch. Good on you, everyone who took part in that. Oh, I forgot about the chat. John Baxter. Mike taking on too much stuff? No way. So John, everyone. John is John gets a special mention because we went to uni together, and John was in my when I did my final performance. I did music at uni. I played the drums, and when we did our final performance, I did a very, very intense set, and John played guitar in it, and I played a couple of Tool songs. So I was playing drums, but I'd pre-recorded the synths and I'd pre-recorded the vocals as well. So I had John playing guitar and Martin playing bass. Good friend of mine, Martin, playing bass. More years ago now than I wish to think about. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I definitely took on too much then. And it's a trait of mine. It's something I do. Thanks, John. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much, everyone who is taking part in the chat and who is hanging out so far. Other polls that we had about video length. This was interesting because I thought I was doing quite well with my my short videos, but then I started posting the longer clips, not worrying too much about hacking them down. Everyone's into them. Okay, I'll keep going. I'll keep going with that, everyone. There was lots of good conversation and comments on that as well. And what was the other one that went a bit nuts? Oh yeah, are you gonna get a Waylong V10? That was interesting. Pretty close, 54 to 46. That was exciting. There was comments on that, right? There was lots of people sort of scrapping out about that one, and I can't remember. Oh no, I know what it was. Everyone was saying they were going to get the spring ball core version because my viewers are smart, okay? Only smart people watch this stream. So all the smart people like this guy, Little Ripper Breaks, the ball core spring version, smart, big brain. I ordered the version with the ball core and springs. Curious Nick, big brain. Will Cuber in the chat already has one. Dauntless Cuber enjoying the longer videos. Well, I'm glad we're working this out together, everyone. I'm glad we're working this out together. Because I'm trying to do something that people actually, you know, enjoy and care about and come back and watch. Uh-oh, Will Cuber got Maglev. What a nerd. Maglev's crazy. It's too fast. Right. That's all of the things that I think I was going to talk about. Except I haven't told you what we're doing today. What am I up to? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, here are the plans for today, okay? First of all, we're going to do some 3x3 solves. We're going to try and knock out at least an average of 5. No way am I going to beat that one from last week where I got a 21.34. That was outrageous. We're going to do some solves. Then we're going to have a look at Max Park's PB, which was outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. 2.3 or something like that. What was it? Where is he? Here he is. Yeah, we're going to have a look at Max Park's 2.3 second single because he's a clever boy and he loves the show. Friend of the show, Max Park. He doesn't love the show. He's never heard of it. But he's my boy because he's given us the scramble and the solution here. So we're going to take a look at that later for sure. We're also going to look at GrahamSiggins' 300 blind cube attempt. I've got permission to have a look at his stream video. So we'll have a look at that. It's so wholesome at the end. The hype is so real. We're also going to take a look at STUCUBE's video about Timon. Because I think he's genuinely like reinvented a style of YouTube video. I watched it and then I was like, wait, what's happening here? Wait, he fully drew me in. What am I watching here? We'll talk more about that later. So like STUCUBE's like jump scare reconstruction video basically. But first, and then we're going to talk about the GAN 2x2, smart 2x2 patent designs that we've seen. They might not look great. The images I'm looking at are very small, but I might have to download them. So there might be a little bit of fluffery and or buffery before we can look at those images. But that's the plan for today, everyone. So grab yourself a 3x3 and get yourself organized because we're going to do some solving, all right? All right? Look at this magnificent average of 5 that I put down last week. Can you believe it? Ya boy with 21.34. Oh, my hands are cold. I have been practicing though, boss. I swear I've been practicing. I've been using my little smartcube and having a grand old time. Okay. Shall we get going, everyone? Have I got everything I need? I've got the microphones here. This camera's on. That's great. Yeah, I think we're good, hey. Okay. speedcuber. Wait, I thought this wasn't live. Well, you were wrong. Dauntless cubing, you will beat me if you average 17. Yeah, some of the commands do not work, but that's all right. I kind of like our stupid robot. Thank you, Jeffrey Chen. It's Timon, not Timon. Thank you. Colin has to go in 10 minutes. Brother, don't worry. The VOD will be up, and I'll do a clip video as well, and I'll make sure that you get lots of shout-outs. Thank you so much, Colin. I really, really appreciate your work here. Karunir's going to try blind. Okay, cool. I don't know, Sawyer. What are you typing? I'm confused by that. But that's all right. You tried, and I appreciate that. Okay, here we go, everyone. Let's do some solves, shall we? Okay, what are we looking at here? I'm not super excited by it, but I think I know what I'm going to do. Uh-huh. Man, hands are so cold and slow. Ugh. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. I'll take a 22. I'll take a 22, given that I can barely move my fingers. Oh, I forgot to reset my session. Okay, never mind. That was solve 1. 14.7 from 1717 in the chat. Put your times in the chat, everyone. Also, tell me where you are in the world. I would love to know. Jeffrey Chan with a 7.1. You relax, buddy. Woo! A 9, a 7. We got some speedsters in the chat today. Well, I'm sorry you have to sit and look at my trash. Dauntless with a 17 coming in bang on the average. Very nice. I think we'll have time for like just an average of 5, and then we'll then we'll have to actually get into things because we're already nearly halfway through. But I don't think I have an appointment today. Actually, I need to double check that. I'll check my diary. So we're chilling really. I made mistakes. Mistakes were made. No, I solved on the wrong side. Absolute cross failure. No, that's embarrassing, and it's on camera. I hope Chris Mills doesn't see this. Recovery. What's that? GC 25. Ugh. Well, we need to get rid of that, don't we? Dauntless is in the US. Will Cuber's in Canada. I wonder where Colin is. Okay. 17 from Dauntless. 10 from Jeffrey. 12 from 17. 8 from Will. Very good. And a 25 from the old fella. That's embarrassing. Pennsylvania. That's a state, right? Yeah, that's a state, isn't it? My ignorance on American geography is... It's hard to comprehend, actually. Especially if you're from there. I couldn't point to Pennsylvania on a map. I know where New York is. I know where Philadelphia is, because I work with someone in Philadelphia. I make thumbnails for them. Speedy J, yeah, this is the Chi ball core, which I really, really like. It's my favorite cube. Okay, here we go. That's not dreadful. Oh, no, that was kind of dreadful though. No! OLL errors. And I forgot to stop the timer. Good, 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 good. Am I able to see more of this? Oh yeah, Philadelphia is a city, and it's in Pennsylvania. Oh, well, there you go. Very cool, thanks. Quebec City, New England. People from everywhere. Dauntless with a 16. Will Cuber with an 8. Quebec, is that French Canada? If so, bonjour. Is that, well, now I'm doubting myself. Is that even Canada? Quebec's in Canada, right? Oh my god, what am I doing? Am I full OLL and PLL? No. I'm full PLL, but I'm partial OLL. Dauntless cubing. Hashtag OLL errors. See you, Colin. Thanks, bud. Oh, there's also there's another command in the bot which is quote, and it will generate a random quote from our. Oh, it's not working. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of random quotes. So there's one, shenanigans. If you have any suggestions for quotes, I can add them. Me and the mods can add them, but that's it. Okay, how many have we done now? 3? Let's do another one. Come on now. Let's get through this. F prime B R prime U down to T R T. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. I'm on the road, the big old road to 5,000. 5 subs at a time. And that's what we're after. Huh? That was a tangled route to get there. I can hear the cat yelling outside my door. What does she want? 23. This is garbage today. There's no Canada like the French Canada. You know it, John. Oh, it is. Hey, James, welcome along. We were just speaking about mods. James is in the chat, so James can add. He can add quotes if anyone has one. Sawyer met Matty a few weeks ago. Matty Hirito Inaba. I kept calling him Hirohito Inaba on the stream recently. That was embarrassing. Dauntless with a 19 messed up. Cubelog with an 11. Jeffrey Chen with an 8. Am I attending any comp? I think my next comp is going to be in like December for Nationals. Unless there's another one in the city I'm in, Christchurch. I'm laying low at the moment and just on the grind with the store, really. New Jersey Champs, is that the one that Clicky Studios were streaming? Alright, this will be the last one because this is the average of 5, isn't it? This will be the 5th, so and I don't like it. I can already tell that this is going to be pain. Although, is it? No! NPerm, and I sat and just kind of thought about it for 20 minutes before I executed it. And it was the NPerm I know. There's one NPerm that I don't know, which I have to do a goofy solution to. Right, I'll hold the line caller. The cat's screaming outside my door. I'm just going to go see what she's up to. Buddy, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. You've been fed. Come on then. Here you go, everyone. This is Heidi. She was just outside in the hallway yelling, "What do you want? You have been fed. Everything's good. What do you need, hey?" I'll see you later then. Guest spot from Heidi the cat. She doesn't really like anyone. She was a rescue cat when she was a tiny kitten, and we think she might be pretty wild, actually. suspicion was she was a domestic cat that then became like an abandoned cat, but we think actually she was just a wild cat that we accidentally adopted. So that's cool. All right, that was absolute trash. The average of 5 is 24. I don't want to talk about it. What I do want to talk about is... What we want to talk about is Max Park. All right, you know why? Because Max Park pulled this off the other day, a 2.3 second PB. 2.3 seconds. Is that... It's not YouTube world best, because this isn't YouTube. This is Instagram. But you know what I'm saying? Like, is this the best solve we've ever seen? I don't know. Right, here's what we're gonna do. Let's because I had to practice this earlier because I don't know what I didn't know what Y prime meant for inspection. So I had to look that up. But let's try this, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's do the scramble real carefully. Okay, so F2 U prime B2 U B2 U prime F2 L2 D prime L2 D B prime D L F prime D2 F2 D L R2 B2. Now there's a double X cross. A double X cross hiding in here. If you don't know what that means, a double X cross means you solve the cross and 2 pairs at the same time. And he does it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6 moves. Okay, double X cross in 6 moves. You'll notice this is a 26 move solve, which is absolutely incredible. So, first of all, right, we've got the scramble. Just take a look at it, see if you can work out what side Max is going to solve on. I'm going to be real honest with you. Like, I first looked at this scramble and I thought, well, this is clearly a miss scramble. I've messed this up. But it's actually incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, here's what we're going to do, right? Let's have a look at the reconstruction. Apparently, I do reconstruction vids now. Okay, so inspection, we're going to do a Y prime. And Y prime, for those of you who don't know, imagine U and U prime, except it's the whole cube. So do a U prime, but it's not a U prime, it's the whole cube. So you've got white on top and orange facing you, okay? Should I maybe switch this to the other camera? Can I do that? I suppose I can. Hold on, everyone. Because we want to have a... And that would be good, wouldn't it? Put it on solve, and then I'm just gonna change a source here, everyone. I'm gonna change this to where's the Instagram window? There it is. See if I just do that. That's gonna work, isn't it? That'll be all right. Or is it? No, that's not gonna work if I shift it. Is it gonna work if I just squeeze it like that? There we go. So we can all see what we're doing, okay? You're seeing the back of my cube, obviously, but here we go. So the double X cross, all right, with orange facing you and white on the top. Max has done this. He's gone L prime, D, U prime, R, D2, back 2. Oh my days. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Double X cross in 6 moves. Outrageous. Okay. And we've got a lot going on the top here as well. What's he going to do next? He's got the F2L 3 and 4. There's a lot going on here. I can't look at the cube while I do this. I'm going to go U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R. Then a Y, zoop. Then a L prime, U, L. And there we are. That's F2L. That's how he's done that. How? I don't know. He's even done a rotation on a 2.3. Then OLL is a ZB, it looks like. So that's a U prime R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And then for the AUF, just a U. Look at what this man has written down the bottom here, though. This blows my mind, all right? 26 moves, 11.3 TPS, or 28 moves, 12.17 TPS. That's first of all, that's incredible. That's a lot of TPS. Turns per second is what TPS means if you didn't know. And then his little note that he's written to himself down the bottom is, not that fast TPS. What? What are you talking about? 11.3 TPS with a rotation. Not that fast TPS. Max, you are incredible. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, so that's that. I wanted to talk about that, everyone. Max is still just goated. Okay, what's in the chat? Yeah, 2.3. Parabola reckons it's WB2, so like world best 2. Dauntless cubing, absolutely insane. Sawyer McDonald, why the Chi timer? That is a very good point. Why the Chi timer? Who are Max's sponsors again? Rubik's. Is he sponsored by GAN? Just Rubik's and Prime, isn't it? That's interesting. That is a good question. Why the Chi timer? I don't know. Why not? Go nuts. Yihang has a supposed 1 point something. Video where it didn't happen. I'm disappointed there's no video of this. I've been watching YouTube like a hawk waiting for this to come out. Jeffrey Chen got an 8 on white. Sawyer got a 10. Yeah, rotation on a 2.3 is crazy. STUCUBE, welcome. Last 2 pairs into last layer are super cracked. I couldn't really follow that when I was doing it. There was a lot happened before that last pair. Like pair 3, there was stuff going on in pair 3 that I couldn't really track properly. Oh, is the Yihang a 1? The Yihang 1, is that a smartcube solve? I think I did see someone talking about that. Of course he's sponsored by Cubicle as well. So he doesn't have any ties to a particular timer. Yeah, isn't that wild? 2.3 seconds. People speculating about the timer. Timers are timers. Alright, okay. Boomer take. Everyone ready for a boomer take? I don't get why people want G5s. I don't get why people would want them at home. Because a timer is what a timer is. Like, there's no difference, is there? Really? You've got to I mean, arguably you want to practice on a G5 if you're world class, because you're going to be thinking about way more than I'm thinking about in terms of your technique and everything like that. Obviously, there's a difference between regular timers and Bluetooth timers. Given how much I like the Qi smartcube and the Qi app, I'm quite keen to try a Qi timer, even though it looks super ugly. I think the best looking timer, nobody cares what I think, but I think the best looking timer was the original GAN smart timer. Let's do some show and tell, shall we? And, by the way, the GAN smart timer in the only cool color, the only color that anyone should have ever bought, the red one. Like, that's the best looking timer ever made. That's the best looking timer ever made. Fight me. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Congratulations, Max. That's absolutely incredible. We love you. We love your work. And we love your little reconstruction. That was so helpful. Cool. All right. I think that's that, hey? Probably time to talk about speedcube.co.nz. Speedcube New Zealand and Australia. What a great Speedcube store. Why is it so great? Because it's my Speedcube store. That's why. I've got a delivery arriving probably tomorrow. It's languishing in Auckland at the moment. It's arriving tomorrow. Qi smart timers are in it. Weilong V10s are in it. Woo-woo. Timers are in it. Speaking of timers, Qi timers coming back into stock. You can buy stuff from me in Australia and New Zealand. If you're not in Australia and New Zealand, you can go to lastlayercubing.com and you can buy yourself a swag shirt. Or you can even buy, right now, it's so swag, I can barely contain my excitement. You can buy a Cubecast mug, look, with a yellow handle and yellow bits inside. I don't even have one yet, and I want one really bad. Also brought to you by Cube Sauce, of course, the best sauce for your cubes. Put it in your cubes and make your cubes go. And that's what they'll do. So that was good, wasn't it, everyone? All right, we love an ad. What's next on the agenda? Siggins. Oh, here's another potential login disaster here at Twitch. Because I might have to go, because I didn't do this on this computer. Last time I looked at it, I was on my laptop, and this is gonna make me use the app and everything. Oh, where the hell is my phone? Here it is. Talk among yourselves, everyone. Fall HDH Max calculates on paper, and I believe the Chi timer is good for him. Ah, yeah, fair. That would make sense, actually. It might make sense, actually. What was I doing? I was going to the authorization app. Authy, and then I need to find a little ticket, and then I need to put it into Twitch. Boop. And then remember my computer for 30 days, please. I haven't been in Twitch for ages, and it turns out I have 300 followers. Okay, that's cool. Siggins. Where am I going to find him? Siggins. I always spend my Thursday singing that stupid ad song. Okay. Right, what have I missed? SCS's timer sticker designs are sick. I will give them that. Sorry, that's very, very cool. Will Cuber says, don't add cube sauce to the Maglev V10. No, I don't recommend adding cube sauce to anything Maglev, actually. Not without about a pound of weight 5. Or 50k. Okay, we are going to look now at our boy, GrahamSiggins. Big thanks to Graham for giving me permission to use this, and also James for getting in touch with Graham to ask if I could use this. So this is incredible. What you're looking at in front of you, everyone, is 300 scrambled Rubik's Cubes that Siggins is going to attempt to blind solve, to multi-blind solve. He is the GOAT of blind solving, right? Like, there is no one better than GrahamSiggins, am I right? I've seen him do like multiple 7x7s blindfolded. And I think this is the world record, if I'm not wrong. He attempted 300. I don't think anyone's attempted 300 before. His previous effort, his previous world record, oh, fat hands, YouTube, his previous world record, I think, was 150. Fat hands. His previous world record. Oh no, wait a minute, they're the official ones. Was it, who knows? James, yeah, this is this new one is the world record, but what was the world record previous? What was the world record previous to this? Because he hasn't put it up on YouTube yet. I can't see it. I'm sure he did 150. Oh, James, thank you. He did 238 out of 250. 238 out of 250 was the previous record, and he has now achieved an incredible goal. Everyone should go and watch this, by the way. And if he produces a video about it, y'all should go and watch that as well. Because I did notice something a little bit A little bit scandalous. Is it scandalous? I'd be interested to know if you think this is scandalous. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to be a bully. But somebody made a video on this already and used clips out of Twitch that I happen to know they didn't ask Graham to use. And they got the first video out and got all the clips. That got all the clicks. And admittedly, that is what I'm doing. Interested to know your thoughts on that, everyone. If someone gets a world record, is it cheeky to snipe their clicks by talking about it before they've published it to YouTube? I'm assuming in this case Graham doesn't necessarily think so because he said he was happy for me to talk about it on here. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, there's a little thought experiment for you, everyone. But I just want to show you just some real incredible drama. So where does he start? It looks like he memorizes, first of all, for 9.5 hours. 9.5 hours of memorization. I've never concentrated on anything for 9.5 hours. Kuranir watched it live. I would have loved to have, and especially for this part that I want to show you, because there's an exceptionally exciting part. I hope Graham doesn't mind me showing you this part in particular. Oh, we might get ads on here as well because I don't have fancy. I don't have fancy Twitch, if indeed fancy Twitch is a thing. But I just wanted to show you what happened at the end. And I cannot imagine what his brain felt like at the end of this. James might be able to give us some insight as to what your brain is up to at the end of a multi-attempt. Because he's still turning like crazy. Still having a nice time. But you watch. Watch what happens here, right? Have you noticed how he's still solving? He's still picking them off the pile. Watch now. He's going to grab the last one. He's going to grab the last one here. And watch what happens after he solves what would have been the last cue, right? He picks up one from earlier. And the chat goes absolutely nuts at this point because he goes back. I was watching this on the sofa on my laptop yesterday just with my mouth open. My wife was like, "Are you all right? What's happening?" And I was like, I can't. There's no way I can explain this to you. She's a non-cuber, just for reference. But look at that. And then he does it. And the chat goes insane. Which is so cool. What's really beautiful about this is as soon as he's done, like his girl, I assume it's his girlfriend, comes in. And she's like, "Woo, let's go." Brings in the 300 balloons and a little cake for him. Tingman, you reckon you're wholesome? This is some of the most wholesome cube content I have ever seen. Absolutely incredibly.
You did an epic save, and everyone in the chat was going crazy.
Yeah, she knows. You did an epic save, and everyone in the chat was going crazy. That was so fun. So in the end, 288 solved out of 300. The man is unbeatable. So James is saying a world of difference between my attempts and a 300. Oh, we should mention as well, James is now the oceanic record holder for multi-blind. Congratulations, James. Where's my little applause button? Where is it? There we go. Congratulations, James, on the NR. On the OCR. I've already forgotten what it was, James, because I struggle to remember anything at all times. I want to say 45? James will correct me in the chat. But yeah, I just wanted to show you and have a little chat about Graham's incredible 288 multi-blind success in 11 hours and 3 minutes. Absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. I saw STUCUBE in the chat earlier on. And we're going to have a look at one of his videos now. Thank you to STUCUBE for giving me permission to have a look at his video. STUCUBE. There we go. Boop. Oh, he is in the chat. Hey, Stu. So STUCUBE did something that I think is incredible. And I will attempt to explain why. First of all, let's just take a look.
818 days ago, Timon Koleshinsky.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on a minute. Duh. Let's do that. And then that. And then take a look. Also, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, my subscriber goal is looking real sad. I need more subs. If you haven't subscribed already, hit subscribe to make the thing happen on the screen and make my little thing go up. I'm trying to get five subscribers today. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do hit it. Okay, here we go.
818 days ago, Timon Koleshinsky had one of the biggest what-if moments in cubing history. It wasn't just a guess with a ton of stipulations as to how he could have gotten the 3x3 world record average or something of the like. It was rather a fact that without a +2 on his third solve of this average in February of 2022, he would have achieved not only the second sub-4 3x3 solve we had seen up to that point, but also...
First of all, that hurts. That hurts. I know that hurts. Not because I've had a 3 with a +2, but my first sub 20, which I'd worked quite hard to get, my first ever sub 20 was a 19, and I +2'd it. Absolutely
also the
furious.
World's first sub-5 average. He was just a couple of degrees away from a 3.75 second solve. Still, to this day, the fastest +2 we've ever seen. His average without the +2? 4.74. A number so inconceivable at that point in time that the 5.15 average he ended up getting when counting the +2 was still...
So I just want to butt in at this point, and I'm going to say, what are we looking at, everyone? What are we looking at here in content terms, right? What are we looking at? We're looking at STUCUBE telling us an awesome story, right? That's what's happening. We are being told an awesome story. Oops. We're being told an awesome story. Let's continue.
Still the second fastest average ever done in competition.
Full of jeopardy, full of tension.
Done just months prior. But now in May of 2024, 818 days later, 50 competitions after his last close call at what once seemed impossible,
after that.
He got it back. On Sunday, Timon didn't just get back his 474, but he did it in a way that makes cubing seem more like chess than just a race to see who can spin their GAN12, UV, maglev, ball core the fastest. Because it seems as though absolutely everything in this average is calculated throughout the first 3 solves.
Oh, we're seeing some things.
Lockup or pause during F12 in sight. I mean, when you start the average with a triple X cross in the ZBLL,
what's happening now? Is this still a story?
3-second solve we have ever seen. This average already seems eerily familiar to what we saw back in 2022. Timon's 379.
STUCUBE, I would say, is quite high level in terms of like understanding what is happening with the cube, in terms of understanding the solve and breaking down that stuff.
A 20 move F12 done in just 2.1 seconds is the best way to start an average.
Watch him.
And then what happens here? We're in an incredible storytelling video.
I'm going to be showing the solve on White Cross, but Timon actually...
And now I'm watching a reconstruction, and this is genuinely what happened to me. I started watching this video thinking, yo, cool, alright, tell me a story, Stu, tell me a story. And then all of a sudden, it took me a while to realize I was watching a reconstruction. And I thought, hot dang. This man just reeled me into watching a reconstruction, which I would never ever watch, right? Because I just am not accomplished enough as a cuber to really get the full point or benefit out of a reconstruction. And that's not to say that you shouldn't make reconstructions. Of course you should. But I just thought it was really, really interesting how our man STUCUBE here has essentially broken the format, right? Because he started off telling a story in his sort of very cinematic, very well put together style that he does, and then all of a sudden we're watching a reconstruction. I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really good. And then he got the best thing that can possibly happen to anyone making a reconstruction video is a comment from Timon. So that's good. Wait, wrong screen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's me too, just fanboying out and asking for permission to watch it. So what are the chapters in this? Because we started with an intro, there's a breakdown, an intro to Solve 5. Then so there's a little bit more storytelling
at this point, after counting a low
before we get to the Solve 5. And it's incredible. YouTube is about storytelling, right? Decent videos are about storytelling. People will try and tell you they're all about editing, but they're about storytelling. Primarily. In my opinion. And I think extracting the story out of these numbers essentially is really, 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 really quite impressive. No, you didn't. No, Stu in the chat saying sorry for video baiting you. No, it was a bit of a switch, but I didn't hate it. It was just like I just had this realization that I was just like, wait a minute, this is a reconstruction, and I thought that was super cool. Because the thing is, Stu, right? Just between you and me, everyone, don't listen for a second. We know how YouTube works. We know how YouTube works. If you had called it Timon average of 5 reconstruction, I would never, ever have clicked on it. Never. But the fact is I did. And I watched way longer than the 30 seconds that YouTube's excited about. Right? And then I watched the whole thing. And I would never have even considered it. I would never have considered it. So the important stuff, I clicked on it. I watched the intro, then I watched the whole thing, and then I wasn't mad about it. You know? That's all big stuff. What's going on in the chat? He's a cuber. I think I just subscribed to you. Someone said I should subscribe to you in my in one of my posts recently. So hello, welcome. STUCUBE deserved 1 million subs, is someone else's. Dauntless is saying, yeah. If Stu keeps cooking, he's going to get so many subs. How many are we looking at? 17k. 17k so far. Hey, if you're watching, by the way, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, give it a click. Click subscribe and like the stream. If you click subscribe, then your little name will appear on my screen here, because I don't know if you've heard, but I'm a bit of a fancy stream guy now. I've got this thing going on here. So if you subscribe, something will happen, and that'll be all very exciting. Qblog glaze, yeah, fully glaze. But yeah, not Dauntless Cubing as well, saying, yeah, not video baiting, just good content. James, earlier up in the chat, was saying the classic. Now, I don't know if this is a New Zealand thing, or if this happens to other, specifically younger people, but I run a cube club once a month here in Christchurch, right? And all the most common thing I hear is, can I have a free cube? Can I be sponsored? But that's part and parcel of owning a store. The second most common thing I hear are people's stories about how they +2'd out of X. People love to tell those stories. So that's a thing. But yeah, I don't know if that's a particularly New Zealand thing, or if that's global, right? Dauntless! Hit the subscribe button. And got the thing to happen on screen. We're looking for 5 subscribers today, everyone. Sarmila, we are just about to take a look at the 2x2 thing. We had a technical issue. We had a technical issue with some media, which our man Colin saved the day on. But I just need to do a little bit of mucking around to get some images, okay? Because I've been sent some images, but they are so low quality. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to have a look at the chat here. Alex, James, definitely not just a New Zealand thing. Alex saying, I don't know, feels like a little kid thing as an American. STUCUBE, yeah, I guess the BPA without the +2 is just for the added story. Ow, I get it. It made the story. James, it's pretty silly when it's in the start or the middle of the average, and it puts you in a completely different mindset. Sarmilla's on our mum's account. Sarmilla's also not Sarmilla, it's Coco. Hello, Coco, welcome along. Yes, STUCUBE. And that's it. That's the drama, is when the +2, when the adversity happens, when the tension builds halfway through the story. It's your story arc. Think of your average of 5 as a story frame. You need your intro. Everything's good. Then we need tension. Then we need the I don't know, I didn't go to film school, I went to music school. But you need your device, your adversity that has to be overcome before you can have the awesome ending. And I guess you can think of your average of 5 as a story, but then you can think of, in this case, Timon's 50 competitions as a story, and that's what STUCUBE's done, and that's why I think STUCUBE is goated as a creator, because he can tell stories, and if you can't tell stories, you're cooked. My opinion. 8ball. Let's ask 8ball. Will STUCUBE get 1 million subs? Let's find out. Oh, the outlook is good. 8ball says you're going to get 1 million subs, Stu. I don't know when. I wasn't specific with 8ball on that one. I tell you what, do you guys want to play with 8ball while I just have a very brief muck around with Discord here, okay? Because I need to see if I can download all of these things. Save image. And of course, Discord's absolutely cooked because it wants to put everything in downloads. Discord, why are you like this? Why don't you give me the option to choose where I save things? I have like 9 images to save here, everyone. And I've got to do this before I can continue with this section. Okay, so you're just going to have to talk about among yourselves. With the flow is here as well. Your name's familiar too. All right, have a play with 8ball while I'm away, everyone. Just use exclamation mark and then 8ball to generate. Wait. Exclamation mark, then 8ball, then space, ask a question. And I'm going to try and save all these images. Okay, here we go. Sorry, this is going to be really boring for a minute, everyone. Save image. Yep. Wow, right-click saving is really tense when you know there's like a bunch of people watching you. Oh, did my stomach grumbling just come over the stream there? Because that was grotesque. If it did register, everyone, I'm so sorry. Doop, doop, doo. This is what everyone came for. This is the content that everyone came for, was to see me right-clicking and saving a dozen images. Well, 10. Now I need to go to Finder. No, I don't want to force quit anything. Relax, Apple. I want to go to Finder, new Finder window. And then I need to go to my downloads. Wow, Stream Elements getting deep with Will Cuber there. Can I just open with preview? Okay, I do not know why the quality of these is so bad, but for those of you who have just joined, for everyone who has just come to see the GAN 2x2 stuff, I had an absolute nightmare. Patent Guru, the website where all of these patents are hosted, will not let me register an account. I spent 45 minutes before the stream started just screaming at my computer and having a very bad time trying to get the freaking registration system at Patent Guru to work, and it didn't. All right, so but our man Colin, who originally posted this in our cubers, sent me. He went to Patent Guru because he's got a login that works. He grabbed the images and he sent them to me. They are of appalling quality. He doesn't know why. I don't know why, but they are all that we have today to work with. I'm very, very sorry. But they are what we have. So that's what we're going to work with. Now, I am going to have to go and have to hack one of my scenes here as well. Let's go to YouTube. Oh, that'll work. That'll work in terms of it's giving me what I need. I've just dumped that in front of my YouTube window. Okay. Can you see the issue that I'm having, everyone? These are the images that I have. But let's step back a second, okay? On r/new cubes, which is my favorite place in Reddit, let's go have a look at it. Because we want to give this man his credit for the post. Hey. And we want to also show you it on screen. Here we are. Colin, aka this guy here, announced that they'd seen the GAN 2x2 smartcube patent. Now, here's where I'm unable to give you information, right? Because when I go to the website, it does this, and you cannot get out of this. You cannot get past this part because you're only allowed to look at a couple of patents. Okay, I'm going to dump this in the chat. If you want to go and have a look at this and maybe follow along and maybe help me out with some dates or whatever. Oh, that's the Reddit link. I'll give you the Patent Guru link. You might have to do a little bit of faffing around. It's not a great website. It's not a great website because, well, first of all, it's in Chinese, so it's not a great website for English speakers, but you have to translate it in your browser. Then you'll be able to see, I think it goes like 5x5, then the GAN Megaminx, and then the 2x2, because it's sorted by like when they were last filed. So the GAN 2x2 smart patent was made public just recently, just like a few weeks ago, or maybe last month it was made public. This is the information I don't have on hand today because of the stupid system. But anyway, they have made a patent for a 2x2, and oh my days, there's a lot of stuff in it. Okay, what we can see is clearly this is a smart cube, and from the documentation, if you do manage to get into the site, there is all the things about what they are actually patenting. Because let's remember, they're not patenting the 2x2 smart cube, they're patenting a 2x2 smart cube. That's what they're patenting. So there's particular things in this patent that are unique. What's exciting for me is right here. Those look like springs, hey? Those look like springs. They don't look like maglev necessarily, and I'm okay with that. Maglev is goofy, super goofy in my opinion. But there's some tech going on in here. What's confusing? Actually, some of these aren't as bad as that first one, so that's good. What's confusing people is this image here. So this is one of the corners. This is one of the corners, which on first glance, and I've seen people speculating, I've seen people speculating that this could be a size adjustment system, but I doubt it. After the Goguan was such a turd, like a famous turd, a catastrophic failure. I wanted it to work so badly. But this looks like they're stashing the batteries in one of the corners, potentially. But it can't be. It can't be the batteries in one of the corners, because how on earth would the tech be connected to the center? Unless there is a permanent connection. Because in a 2x2, you always have one locked corner, don't you? I don't know how that works with a 2x2 with a ball core, but that's interesting. But that begs the question: if they're batteries, how are they connected to the core where the chip is? If they're not batteries, what the hell are they? Interesting, hey. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. A whole bunch of people came in. Welcome back, Jeffrey. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, because then you'll make this little red bar go all the way up to 5, and that will make me super happy and fulfilled. Coco, they're going to make twistable corners so the cube can solve it. I didn't see any of that in the text. If anyone's got the if anyone's got into the link and is able to have a look, is able to find it and see the text, you can read along, right? I'll dump the link in there again if you want to go to Patent Guru and have a look. Unfortunately, I can't, because I cannot log in, which is very frustrating. But let's keep looking, hey. Let's see what else we've got here. Thanks again to Colin. See, they look like batteries to me. They look very like batteries to me. Amethyst, no, it doesn't go up if you unsubscribe and subscribe again. Oh, Coco was joking, sorry. I'm so intent on speculation that I thought, oh, that is a good idea. That would be cool if it could solve itself and be a smart cube. Let's ask the 8-ball. Hey, 8-ball, are those batteries in the corner? Oh, 8-ball doesn't think so. I don't know, mate. They look like batteries to me. They absolutely are batteries. I'm convinced of that. So that's kind of goofy. Hey, like, why would you have batteries right in the corner? How is that going to work? Coco reckons batteries as well. Dauntless. Chill. Don't bring the 8-ball down. Okay, so here's another view of another corner. This one doesn't have batteries in, but it looks like it has some absolutely gargantuan adjustment system or something. What do we think's going on there, everyone? It's hard to tell. This one's super pixely. I am going to work hard all week to try and get my login to work on Patent Guru. And so we can have another look at this and have a read of some tech. And here we're seeing... That looks like it's pixely, but that looks like... Oh, you know what? You know what? Here's our adjustment system on the centers, obviously, And this might be magnet adjustment. Hey. That's what that could be. James saying, yeah, it would make... it's probably just a fixed corner. That would make sense to have... You could totally have power in the fixed corner. Actually, I suppose that's something we know. It's a battery, or we can assume it's going to be a battery-powered one if the patent makes it to the final design. But oh my days, this is a stacked 2x2 full GES system. Full, like, modern GES system, because the last 2x2s have GES nuts, if I'm right. Like the changeable ones. Full GES system, it looks like. Adjustable magnets, potentially, in those other corners. Jack Madigan, if you open the link in an incognito window, it will probably work. Why didn't I think of that? Open link in incognito window. Nope. No, still wants me to log in. I think it's because it recognizes my IP. Will Cuber, yeah, it's going to weigh about, like, I don't know, 100 kilos. Yeah, James, it does feel whack. It does feel like it would be weird if you had the magnets in one corner. That would be kind of goofy. Potentially. But then if you look, let's look at the other corner with all the magnet adjustment stuff in. That's not light either. Not as much as magnets, but... Alex Mass raises a very valid point. I would not be that worried about it being heavy. A heavy GANCUBE would be a nice change. That's true. They are susceptible to a light breeze. Hey. So here we go. Here's our chip. Here's our spinny doodles. Here's the chip gizmo. These look like it's a ball core. It's an active magnetic ball core. An active magnetic ball core as well as a smart ball core. So that's a thing. Closer look at the ball core. Makes sense. Makes sense. And here's the outside of the gubbins, all right? So it is making a point here to show us the anchor point edge pieces, because that's where we can assume maybe that number one corner with the batteries in is going to go on there. And then number two, we don't have access to a key for this diagram. Maybe number two is the other corner. We don't have that information on here. But these are our key piece edges that hold one part in place. And that doesn't move relative to the core, does it? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Ace Face, bedtime in the UK. That's fair. See you later. Sleep tight. Will Cuber's going to beat everyone on battle mode with this 2x2. And then finally, this looks like a view inside the battery corner. Right? That's what that looks like. So let's think. Let's think, what have we learned from these images, everyone? We've learned that GAN... Well, let's start with the basics. GAN have patented a design for a smart 2x2. This we know. Is it the world's first smart 2x2? No. GoCube made one. I haven't seen it advertised for everyone. Alex has access to the PDF. Thank you. But yeah, post it in the Discord. Please do. Join my Discord, everyone, if you haven't already. It's just speedcube.co.nz. You can access it via the link in the description. Come and hang out. There is a channel for... it's essentially my store Discord, but there is a channel for Cubecast in there. What do we know? It's a smart 2x2. It looks like it's got so many adjustments, it's not even funny. It looks like it's got a modern sort of post-GAN 12 GES adjustment system. It looks like it's got adjustable magnet strength. It looks like it's got a couple of big honking batteries in one corner. And given that it was patented before the GAN Megaminx and the GAN 5x5, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's coming out soon, unless it's going to be GAN's Christmas Cube. Because here's the deal. Ever since the GAN 11, I'm almost positive there has been a big GAN flagship release, like just before Christmas every year, until the GAN 14. Because, in my uneducated, unimportant opinion, I think they rushed the GAN 14. And that has manifested in them having to redesign it. Hey. Because they got the Pro version. So I don't know if we're getting a GAN 15 this year. I haven't heard anything about it. Plus, they've just made the 14 Pro because they cocked up the 14. So maybe this is going to be GAN's 2024 Christmas Cube. That's my speculation. Stu UAV Futures. What would you recommend for a beginner on speedcubes? Well, I would recommend, if you're in Australia and New Zealand, Stu, shop at speedcube New Zealand and Australia. Buy yourself something good for beginners. Spam the chat, everyone. What's your go-to beginner cube? We've got the Maylong V2 now. It's also available in UV, which is very exciting. The classic RS3M 2020, of course, as well. The RS3M V5 is a ripper. Standard and UV versions. Standard just sold out today. That's embarrassing. UV version will be back tomorrow. But in answer to your question, Stu, of UAV features, that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Right, we're going to wrap this up pretty soon because I've been on here for nearly an hour and a half now. Lots of people suggesting things. Guhong Pro, YS3M, GAN356M, more Guhong Pro, YLM, RS3M for days, RS3M V5. Just go all out and get a Waylong V10. STUCUBE reckons the V5 for sure. Lots of great suggestions coming in. So that's the GAN Smart 2x2, everyone. Maybe. I don't know. This is all speculation. This is just a patent that we've seen. This is just a patent that we've seen. It is what it is. That's all we can read into it. Someone asked if I can do more 3x3. The answer to that is no. I'm going to go and carry on with my day. But I will be back next week. Ram, did you just join just in time for me to end the stream? Ram Takar is here, everyone. Hello, Ram. You can go back and watch the video on demand. Jeffrey, I stream every week. John Baxter, UK store recommend. You know what? Check out speedcubing.org. They're my homies in the UK. I speak to Daniel from there quite often. Christian Pankers, Geiker did a smart 2x2 cube way before GoCube. Hold up. Let's have a look at this. Geiker smart 2x2. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do hit subscribe, and then my life will have meaning. That'd be a good day. So yeah, Geiker did a smart cube. Who's in the chat with a cubicle code? Ram's on SCS. Stu, are you on cubicle? Geiker Supercube is discontinued. Okay, cool. Well, what else? What was the other one? Dauntless joined the Discord. Thanks, buddy. The other one was the GoCube 2x2. Yeah, so no one is suggesting that GAN is inventing the 2x2 here. No one has ever suggested that. All right. So relax, whoever said that. Why would you buy that? Look at it. It's so gross. I don't know. Do non-cubers vibe on this? I don't know. Even the GoCube 3x3. You know why GAN and Qi are doing well with their smart cubes? Because they don't look like absolute freaking trash. Look at this turd. Ugh. $169. Hot dang. That's New Zealand, by the way, everyone. It is thick and curvy. He's a Cuber's got a code on Cubicle. So go and buy a Geiker 2x2 and use code He's a Cuber. If you're, well, I don't have them, so you can't buy it. So non-Cuber in the chat, Stu from UAV Futures. Even he knows this looks like absolute trash. James appreciates that it looks like trash. You're into the trash vibes. Alex has tried it. I tried when Chris Mills was here working for me. He had the Rubik's Connect, and it was okay. All right, it was okay. Was the GAN iCarry better? Hell yes, it was. Was the Qi Smart Cube better? Hell yes, it was. Hey Qi, can I have a sponsorship? Do you need any real slow dads on the team? On Team Qi? I could be your man. You know? I could be your boy. Yes, I think you're right, Jeffrey. I think GoCube and Geiger are appealing to non-cubers. Did I make an outro? No, I didn't. Ugh. That's another job I haven't done yet, but I'll get there eventually. I think that's the end of all my cool stories, everyone. That's the end of my yarns. Thank you so much for tuning in. Watch the VOD. Go and watch my clips that I'll put up. That's going to be my job today. I've got to make some thumbnails for people. I've got to make some thumbnails for me. I've got to edit some videos for me. That's my plans today. So go watch the VODs. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss one of the clippos. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, shop at speedcube.co.nz. If you're anywhere else in the world, go to Last Layer Cubing. Buy yourself a cool shirt. Or maybe even a Last Layer Cubing mug. You can fill it with Prime for all I care. I'm excited to get one of these. Look how yellow they are. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining, everyone. Really appreciate you. James says go and watch. James says go and watch his OCR. Obviously do that. It's in one of my posts from the other day. Thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it. I will be back same time next week, which is 9:30 in the morning on Thursday New Zealand time, Wednesday evening if you're in America, really early in the morning if you're in Australia, and quite late at night if you're in the UK on Wednesday. Okay? Did everyone catch that? Did you write it down? Because it will not be repeated. Thank you, everyone. Subscribe and you'll